Okay, so this is what you call as interactive dashboards. So you need to have interactive dashboards so that it is easy for the users to connect with the dashboards. So instead of using filters like this, so these are like manual procedure. You need to go here and select whatever filter that he wants to see. But instead of doing that, you can just click on this. So, and there are other ways also. So I have created this expandable do not chat. So you can just clearly hover on that. So here I'm using an option called hover. So by using hover, I can see the split of the subcategories. So you can create some visually appealing dashboards by using action filters. So now let's go to the next option. So let me remove this filter action. So filter action to restrict the data, so or to show the relevant data based on our selection. And now let's see the highlight action. So this is also same. You will have source and you will have target, and in the name it specifies highlight. It will just highlight the records that we select. So you can rename the action also. So you can write the specific name you want to write and say okay. And let's say if I select Arizona, so Arizona will be selected. Arizona will be highlighted. Or I'll show you. Let me select Colorado. I'll show you in some simple sheets. So let's create a category, sales. I'll create a pie chart. And in the other sheet, I will create subcategories and category, subcategory, and sales. So I'll keep these two worksheets in the dashboard, category, and this is sheet 5 subcategory. Subcategory, yeah. So here I will apply that highlight action, highlight. I'm going to add highlight and click on this. So I'll select all the sheets as source and all the sheets as target. So here also we have hovering, selecting, and menu. So most of the times we use select option. So let's use select and say okay. So here if I select furniture, you can see the furniture is getting highlighted in the other worksheet. So if I select office supplies will get highlighted. Technology will get highlighted. So it will work other way around also. So furniture, if you select, so furniture is getting highlighted. Office supplies. So like this, you can highlight. So you can show that in the entire dashboard, the common fields are getting used. So you can show that relevant information. So this is about highlight action. So now let's discuss about, yeah. Hmm. This, this selection. This yellow color. No, that color can't be changed. That's just a highlight. So it's just highlighting that the light yellow color. So that can't be changed. So if you do the other way around, so whatever color it is showing here. So if you are using colors in your graphs, so that color will be shown and the other colors will be de-highlighted. But in case of tabular structure only, it will show like this. So here you are showing the tabular structure. So here, then only it will show you this light yellow color. So if it is a pie chart like this, so let me show you. So let me just do a duplicate. So if you see, I have selected this thing. If I select technology, and I should be able to see the technology ones are getting highlighted. So it's not only the specific log thing. So if only for tabular structure, it will be like that. For other charts, so others colors will be de-highlighted, and whatever color that chart is there, so those will be highlighted like this. So these are all basically the subcategories. Yeah. So like this, you can highlight. So only for the tabular structures, it will be yellow color. So that is about highlight action. And now let's see the other option. So for other option, we'll go in the worksheet actions. So go to URL. So we can provide URL, and at the end of the URL, it can be a different, or we can modify the last URL point. So I'll just show you. Let's say if you take Wikipedia and you search for India. Okay, so I'll just take this Wikipedia link. So I'll enter this URL. So at the end, if you see this letters or the text, so it says India. So instead of India, I'll keep a field from the database. So I'll take state. So I'll click the select option. So these three options are common. So if you want to apply the URL action or action filters or highlight action, so what is the action, or how do you want to run that particular action? By clicking or by hovering or by menu? So mostly we use select button. So there are three options available. So even if I want to run this URL action, so what I will do is I have taken an example of Wikipedia, but in organizations it will be different. Let's say you want to know Zira details. So in organizations, we'll have tickets. So if some work is getting assigned to you, so you will get a Jira ID for that. Okay, so there will be a task assigned to you. For every task, there will be a Jira ID. So, and we can create some tabular structure data or some kind of charts that we prepare with the Jira details. And when user want to see those Jira details, so there is a Jira link. So let's say this is a Jira link. At the end, it will end with a Jira ID. Okay, so if you want to know details of Jira ID, so it will be like this, the Tableau or Jira link, and it will end with the ID like this. So this is your Jira ID, and if you click on this link, you will be able to see what is the task details and all. So if you are creating one tabular information, like how many tasks are assigned to Sagar. Let's say there are 10 tasks. So I will have 10 IDs. 10 IDs like this. So in that 10 IDs, what is this 10003 ID? So to check that, so instead of copying this link, pasting this ID, so user can directly click on this ID, and that will take you to the URL, and it will open that task. And it will open that task. So I'll show you. So in Wikipedia also, so I have taken this link. So instead of Jira ID, I'm entering state. So if I click on, let's say Georgia, so it will go to Wikipedia and search for Georgia. So now let's see how we can do that and say okay. Say okay. So now I'm gonna click on California. So browser will open and it will search in Wikipedia for California. Yeah, I can see the California details. I'll go back to dashboard if I want to see Ohio. So the last letters are getting changed if you observe. So earlier it is California and this is Ohio. So I'm just controlling this last part by using URL action filters. So if I select North Carolina, I can see North Carolina. So I'm just able to, so I mean, it will not support all the links. So whichever ends with this type of data. So in this scenario in Wikipedia, we can use this. So in zeros also it will be like that. So the last letters will be ending with this ID. So we can provide the starting letters or starting the link of the URL, and the end we can specify that ID column whichever is there. So we can specify that. With that, you can use that, and if you click on that ID, and it will go to that Jira link, and it will show you what is the task details. In this case, we are able to see what is the Wikipedia says about British Columbia. So that is what about URL action. So this we can apply in any worksheet. So here you are applying and you are able to see the city or state. So in this worksheet, if you want to see, so I'll apply worksheet actions. I'll remove this existing one and click on go to URL and select this sheet. Select this state city info and paste this. So instead of India, I'll paste city. This time I will paste city and say okay. Okay. So if I select this, what is the relevant city for this? Mobile. Or let's select Calgary. So if I select any of these three data points, so it will show me Calgary's information. It will show Calgary. If you select Edmonton data points or Phoenix, so in this all data points, if you select any data point, it will show you Phoenix. And or if you want to change it to postal code. So I don't want to search in the Wikipedia about city. Instead, I want to check for postal code. So I will insert postal code. So these are the columns which are there in the sample superstore database only. Say okay. So now I'll click on this, and so this is the postal code. So if I click on this data point, it will show you T1Y. If you click on this, any of the two data points, it will show you T2C. So T2C doesn't have any information in the Wikipedia, so it is not identifying. Yeah, okay. Mhm. You can even click on that postal code also. Yeah. You can click on that as well. Yeah. So let's see for city also. So if I change it to city, we'll change this to city. Say okay. Here also I can click on city and I can show urban data. Phoenix data. Yeah. We can also directly do that. Yeah. So that is about URL actions. So we have discussed about three types of action filters. So one is filter actions. So where you can apply the filters. So it is similar to what we have seen in the filters. So if you want to select the specific data, let's say if you want to see the Colorado information, you click on that and you can see the data. Highlight action is to highlight the categories, or let's say category, this is category and this is subcategory. So what are the categories? So let's say if you click on furniture, you can see the furniture related categories getting highlighted, subcategories. So I have removed those action filters. Let me just show you again. Click on this, highlight action, say okay. So if you want to highlight, you can just click on this and you can highlight. So these are the three main types of action filters. So now let's see. So there is one more action filter where you can go from one dashboard to other dashboard. So to navigate from one sheet to other sheet. So if I click on any of these worksheets, I want to go to, let's say we are in highlight action. I want to go to action filters, interactive dashboards, dashboard. So meaning, so I'm in this particular highlight action. So to navigate from this dashboard to this dashboard. So if I click on any of this chart, so it will take me to the other dashboard. So this is like a navigation button. Okay, so it's like you can explain it as a story. So once you complete this dashboard story and you want the user to go to the other worksheet, so you can give a note. So click on the any particular sheet to go to to navigate to other dashboard. But this option is not very useful. I'll tell you why. So instead of clicking on the worksheets, in Tableau, they have given one option, which is a navigation button. Okay, so whenever you are explaining dashboard or worksheet or whenever you are trying to explain as a story, so user can start from one particular dashboard. Let's say this is my starting of the dashboard. So you can start from one dashboard and you can tell user that you have to go to first dashboard and second dashboard and third dashboard. So you can tell to user. So this is a navigation button. So click on it. So navigate to which dashboard? Action filters. So this is highlight actions. I'm telling to navigate from this dashboard to this dashboard. So I can give title as navigate to action filters. Okay, so these are all the font details that you can do. If you want to change the colors, bold, italic, underline, or increase the size, all functions you can do. All formatting changes you can do. If you want to keep the borders, background, all this. So this is just a button. So you have to hold Alt, ALT in your keyboard. You can see on the tooltip as well. So hold Alt plus click on that. So if I click on this, so it will take me to that particular dashboard. So this is how you can use buttons. So you have to arrange it neatly in a dashboard to navigate from. So after, let's say, after completing this visualization, so I have seen how categories are performing and what are the subcategories in that and what is the sales of that. So I have visualized this. After this, I want to go to other worksheet or other dashboard. So instead of clicking on the below tabs, so I'll let user select this and it will navigate to the other dashboard. So this option is not very useful. So earlier when this navigation button was not there, we were used to use this worksheets, this action filter option, go to sheet option. We were used to use this to navigate from one dashboard to other dashboard. So now we have an option. So these are the dashboard objects basically. So they have created this navigation button to navigate from one dashboard to the other dashboard. So that is about go to sheet. So basically, instead of go to sheet, action, you can use navigation object or button. In the dashboard to navigate from one dashboard to other dashboard. So that is about go to sheet action. And now we have one more important action filter, which is parameter action, change parameter action. So with that only, I have created this expandable donut chart. So visually appealing dashboard I have created based on this. So I will tell you about this. I'll just give you how to create this expandable donut chart by using parameters. So I'll just give a brief introduction of this expandable donut chart in this session. And tomorrow we'll discuss clearly on how to create this expandable donut chart. So I'll just start. So let me just show you how to create a donut chart first of all, before I explain you about expandable donut chart. So to create a donut chart, we need to create a pie chart first of all. So I'm just taking category and sales. So to create any pie chart, so you need to have one dimension, one measure. So then this option will be enabled. The pie chart option will be enabled and you can click on that and you can show it as entire view. With that, you have created a pie chart. So this is your first step. So you have to create a donut chart basically. So donut chart, to create a donut chart, so that is not directly available in Tableau. So we have to do workaround for that. So I'm going to tell you what is a workaround. So you can write a calculation as sum of 0. So this will give you one axis for this. And I need one more axis. So I'll create one more sum of 0. So I'll get two pie charts. So basically what I'm trying to do is, so to create a donut chart, so you need to have two pie charts. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to put this other pie chart inside this pie chart. So, and I'll make this as blank so that it looks like a donut chart. So I'll just do a dual axis so that both the charts will get combined. And if you observe here, so there are two marks cards have been created. So one marks card is for this sum of 0, one for this pie chart, and the other one is for this pie chart. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, the other one I need to make it as blank. So I'll remove the fields from this. So I want to combine these two by using dual axis and I'll reduce the size. Okay, so you need to remember these points. So I'll just do it again. I'm just doing Control Z. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'll just remove everything. So from the one sum of 0, so I'll make this as blank. So for that, you need to remove everything and make this as blank and white color. So if you see, this is in a white color. And now you need to combine. So basically what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to keep uh, this particular circle inside the pie chart so that it will look like a donut chart. So now I'm going to combine this by using dual axis. Okay, so now after that, I need to adjust the size accordingly to look it like a donut chart. So this way I can create a donut chart. So these are the steps to create a donut chart. So this is for category. Now same thing we need to do for subcategory. So let's take category again. So to achieve this, we need to create one donut chart for this one, the outer circle that, I mean the inner circle that you see. And for outer circle also, you need to create a other donut chart. So I'm gonna create a pie chart again. So same process. So I'm gonna create a donut chart again. Let me do a dual axis. Other one I will keep it as blank and adjust the size accordingly. And this one has to be blank. So this is for subcategory I'm gonna create. I'll tell you why I'm using category initially. I'm gonna use, yeah, so I'm gonna use this category. Later I will change that to subcategory. So I have to create a parameter, so which is a focus category. And this will be my string. And I'll make it as list. So in this list, I will write all these names. So instead of writing, you can pick it from the field itself. So click on this category. And you need to have a reset button as well. So this is the process to create a expandable donut chart. So now that I have created focus category, I'm gonna create a color marks card, color condition. So this point is very important after creating this parameter. So this point is very important. You need to write a calculation like this, plus subcategory. Say okay. And color condition, put it in the color marks card. So now you can see a different colors. So click on focus category, show parameter. When you click on furniture and click on this has to be focus category equal to category. So whenever my selection is furniture, so you should be able to see the furniture details only. So color it accordingly. So whenever it is furniture, you should be able to see. So select only the true ones. Let me remove this color condition. So this has to be only category. So this has to be only category. And whenever that is selected, you can see, yeah. So based on the selection, I want to highlight this category. So what I will do is I will make this as blanks and say okay. So whenever I select here, so I want to highlight that for particular category. If I select office supplies, so I'm just selecting the true. So whenever it is true, I want to see the color. Otherwise, I want to see the blank color. So if I select technology, yeah. So if you observe, so whenever I select furniture, then only this value is coming. So the color condition that I have written here. So focus category is the parameter. Whenever that parameter is equal to category. So if it is, let's say furniture I have selected, whenever that is furniture, you can see T over there. That means true. And I have added category. So it is T furniture. So if I select office supplies, only T office supplies. Others are false. Only this condition is getting satisfied. So office supplies equal to office supplies. It is true. And I have added category. So it is office supplies. For others, it is false. So this way, I'm able to highlight whatever category that I'm selecting here. Okay, so let's cut it over here. So just remember, so we have created a parameter and we are able to control this particular pie chart using the selection. So tomorrow I'm going to tell you how to create this expandable donut chart and how we can use parameter actions. So we are going to continue this session tomorrow. So just remember till here. So how to create donut chart by using pie chart and how to create for subcategory. And I will explain you tomorrow how I have written this condition and what is the significance of this particular condition. So any questions regarding today's session? Okay. Okay, then thank you all for joining. We'll continue tomorrow.